Hey guys, it's Mossy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a speed build of a house. I actually found an image online and that's where I got the inspiration for this house. I don't think I would have come up with this on my own. Maybe, but probably not. If I remember, I will put a little image of the house that I took the inspiration from. It's not exactly like the real house. It's a little different. There are some restrictions that we have with the build and buy mode in The Sims where you can't really do it exactly how things are in real life, which is fine. It also makes the creator become more creative because they need to figure out solutions. So it's not 100% the same. Like the roof is going to be different because we can't put windows, stack windows on the same level of wall. Otherwise it'll like black out the window below it. I had to get a little creative with the roofing, so it has like a mid-century vibe to it. But I think it turned out really well. I just did like skinnier pieces of roof over each one of those columns and just blended it in, putting it at the same height as the full length one, and that ended up working out really well. I was able to put the windows in between those slots, and yeah, so all you have to do too is make a room. I used fencing, but I made a room where the roofing was and just took out the ceiling part because this was before I did any of the rooms inside of the house, so I couldn't just remove the ceiling for that certain area, so I just put a fence around it and then knocked down the ceiling. You'll see what I'm talking about if you don't understand. But then it kind of gives you like vaulted ceilings from the inside. The only bad thing about it is because I have those like skinny sections of roof in there, you can't knock out the walls of the roofs, which is a bummer. So you can see those, which is kind of weird. But I mean, people don't usually play in like tab mode where you would really notice it. You might see it in my screenshots. I haven't taken those yet. I don't know why I started the voiceover. I completely forgot. Oh well. But this is, like I said, mid-century modern. It has the stone like columns and then like wood siding around the majority of it, so it has a lot of texture going on, and I think it made the house look really good. One thing that I was like kind of annoyed by was if you saw those like little columns off to the side, that's where the garage is gonna be. I didn't want to take up a lot of space by making those like 1 by 1 square columns like I did throughout the rest of the house, but they don't have matching colors to the wallpaper that goes with it, those like bricks there. It came with Get Together, but it doesn't have like a matching color, and that was like a big bummer because you would think that they would tie those things together, but obviously they didn't. I don't know if it was like a miss, like they didn't mean to miss that, or if they intentionally did different colors. It was strange. It was very strange to me. But I mean, I picked close colors, I guess. It's not exactly the same. It looks pretty close, but the columns are, if you can see, they're a little bit lighter than the brick wallpaper that I used. And then I kind of struggled also with like matching doors and windows because there were like different doors and windows that I wanted to use, but it was very difficult to match trims and wood colors, and that's another bummer. But oh well. And in the image of the house, I'm not sure if I was able to put it in this video or not, but the garage was like all windowed. And I thought that was pretty neat too. It's a little different than like when I make garages, I'll just do like usually like the wallpaper that has just like those like wood rectangles. And then put like a row of windows on it too, like the smaller ones. But this garage was just like full windows, so I think they're from Spa Day, I don't remember. But I used those like full length windows that were cut into squares, and I think it turned out pretty cool. And it's a little different than what I normally do, which is why I do like going online and trying to find inspiration, because I mean, otherwise I'd be building like the same stuff over and over again, and I don't want to do that. So anyways, back to the windows. Like I used I think those are base game windows, and then some Get Famous windows and doors. But I couldn't match like door frames and wood doors together, and that was kind of a bummer because it's just like, it's kind of a mess when it comes to that. But we don't have very many like opportunities where we can match, like going from different packs and stuff. So unless you stay within the same pack, it's a little difficult to match like colors. And I didn't buy all of these packs just to have like only to be able to use like one when it comes to like matching doors and windows. I want things to like blend together, I guess. But oh well. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, but aesthetically, like if I'm playing in this house, I would probably like to have matching things. But I was trying to figure out the concrete that I wanted to use, because we do have a lot of options, but they're all very similar. It was a little difficult to like choose what I felt would be best. I almost put marble in there, but I changed it to just some like polished concrete. And the kitchen was actually like bigger than I thought it was gonna be. It's kind of in a weird spot, but like just like how the kitchen's more to one side of the house and then the living room's more to the other side, it made placing like the eating area like a little awkward. So I did the best I could. Oh, and that's the wallpaper I was talking about, if you saw it, that I use for garages. But I also like that chevron wood accent wall. I did a lot of accent walls in this house just because I'm a very neutral person. I like white walls, gray walls. So in this house there are a lot of white walls and gray walls, but then there will be like an accent wall just to spice it up a little bit, because I don't know, I wanted it to appeal to more people. You can always change wallpapers, that's super easy to do. But I don't know, I mean, I guess it like translates to real life. Like if you're buying a house, like sure, you'll probably paint the walls once you get the house, but having like certain color walls that like you like can enhance, I don't even know what I'm saying. They can just make you want to buy the house, I guess. But this could make you want to download the house, even though like the pictures on the gallery suck, so you can't really see like what colors I have in here anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I kept the furnishing in this place pretty like mid-century modern as much as I could. A lot of the wood doesn't match. I get that. I see that, but it's the best I could do, okay? So get off my back. But anyways, this is just the little foyer. It's a little like cut off, but it's still open. I didn't want it to just like you walk straight into the living room. I wanted it to be its own separate area, but I also didn't want to close everything off. As if you didn't notice, this house is 1 story. There's no basement. There's no second floor. I didn't even put the house up on foundation. This is like just flat land. It would be very easy to add a basement or to make a second story, but I just followed the image that I saw. The layout inside is way different. Well, not way different. It's pretty different than... Sorry, I yawned. It's pretty different than the image I found online just because I can't do all of the things that were in there or I didn't want to do it. Like, I didn't want to just make a closet just for decoration, like a pantry or something. So I ended up switching the color scheme in the living room. I kept it more neutral, but I don't mind. I love yellow. Yellow is like one of my favorite colors, so I love accenting things with yellow. A lot of people probably don't agree, so maybe it's a good thing that I changed those chairs, but I like it. Oh well. I changed the rug too. I think I moved that rug into the dining area, just make it a little smaller, and get a different rug for the living room. I was also a little bothered that we don't really have like 3 length, like mid-century dining tables. Everything was just like 2 squares. And I felt like this space needed a longer dining room, just to kind of balance the room out. But all we had were those, I think there was like that one that kind of looks mid-century modern. I don't know if it is. And then we got that one from Bowling Stuff Pack, I think. That's the same size as that one. So, yeah. I wasn't happy about that, but I mean, it works. It's a smaller house, so there shouldn't be that many Sims in here. But I think it would have looked better, in my opinion. And just giving some color to this room with some artwork because it was looking pretty neutral. But I think it looks cute. I like it. I would love to have a house like that. I think that's like what I always like ask myself after I build something is like, would I want this house? Yes, I definitely would. But I mean, I don't know. Anyways, moving on to the kitchen. I kept it pretty white. I felt like I just go with what I like, I guess. I love white kitchens, and so I created a white kitchen. I felt like that island was a little too big, so I was like trying to figure out some corner counter pieces to make it smaller. Then I just took off one side. I ended up moving it over, like centering it a little bit and putting a trash can on the edge of the island because I did have it like in the corner by like the door to go outside. Or not outside, the door to go into the office. And I thought that was it was a weird place for it, so I moved it. And here I am, just trying to freely place some decor items that get like locked on counters. So if you're ever building something and you want to move an object, like a decoration piece that like only clicks to like certain spots of a counter, just move the counter, and then you can like press Alt and you can freely move the decor item around. So that's what I do. It gets a little sticky sometimes, but for the most part it works. And then it took me a while too to figure out where to put that like record player that we got from Get Famous, but I just put it to the side because there was this big open area, and I think it turned out pretty well. And here I am just adding more decor items, trying to liven up this boring kitchen. But yeah. And I had to put the umbrella in there as well because it can rain. Actually, oh, this is New Crest, I think, that I'm building in. I don't play The Sims very often. I try to. Sometimes I do a couple challenges. Like I started the 100 baby challenge, and I've only recorded 2 episodes so far of that. So hopefully I'll get more going. The second episode should be out tomorrow, as long as this goes out today. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know how the weather really changes in New Crest. I'm sure it does, but I'm just not sure like how extreme it is. My guess would be probably like Midwestern, but I don't know. And then this little area here is just the like mudroom. Did I already do the office? Oh, if I did, I like completely was not paying attention. But anyways, this is like the mudroom. So a lot of like newer construction houses over like in my area, they have mudrooms. I think it was a big deal on Pinterest, so that's how they like became very popular, like little cubbies for you to put your book bag and your coat and shoes and stuff. And here I kind of struggled figuring out what color I wanted to go with. Did I want to match the furniture and the rest of the house, or did I want to make it a little bit different? I don't remember what I did. I think I just chose that color. Another thing that kind of stinks is that, like, I know they updated, or not updated, but like when they made the closet for Get Famous, like the walk-in wardrobe items, they gave you like 2 options per like framing. But like with this, we don't have that option. So that kind of stinks. So it's like the same scarf and the same sweater over and over again. But oh well, I guess. And just adding a little decoration and moving on to it's a full bathroom. It's just like a smaller one, I guess. But there are 3 total full bathrooms. But one is like a Jack and Jill where 2 bedrooms share a bathroom. So if you did download this house, I'll put it up on the gallery. And you do have like 3 or 4 Sims, there's at least 3 full bathrooms for you to use. So no one has to like wait or walk in on other Sims, which is always annoying because then they get embarrassed and blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
And that was Alexa. I don't know if you heard her. And I do have a laundry room. I don't do very many laundry rooms because I always forget about them and I never play with the laundry. But I do love having this stuff pack because it makes your homes more realistic. Even if like you don't have like a full laundry room in your home, laundry is like necessary, I guess. Like you have to do your laundry, so it is nice to have, I guess, but it causes fires, which stinks. And it takes a lot of time to do too. But anyways, I made like a folding station in there too, and I put the hampers in the laundry room just because if you're playing this, like, and you like change your clothes, your sim changes their clothes, like the clothes will go into those hampers, and I'll be right by the laundry room instead of like putting one in each bedroom, which is more realistic. But then your sim has to go through all of those just to like do laundry. So that having it right there makes it a lot easier. And I guess I did not do the office yet. I'm doing it right now. It's pretty simple. It's just a computer and a bookcase. I like didn't know what else to really put in there. I put a camera and like the sim ray gun. And then I just put the globe bar in there as well. So, I mean, you can always update that to fit your Sims needs, whatever you have them doing, if they're into painting or music or whatever. So, you can definitely change that if you want to download this. And this is the master bathroom. So, the master bedroom does have an ensuite, which is always nice. And I put a tub and a shower in there. The tub should work. I haven't play tested it, but I believe if the faucet is away from the counter, then it should be okay. And it's not a huge master bedroom and bathroom, but I think it's sufficient. And I wanted the bed to be against that accent wall, so it's kind of awkward, like you walk into the room and there's the bed, but I really wanted it to be against that wall. I thought that would look the best, and I struggled a little bit with trying to figure out where to put this mirror. I wanted to use it so bad, and I thought about putting it in front of the window, but I didn't. I just moved the dresser that I had and put the mirror over there and then changed out the dresser. I felt like that dresser like lined up with the window frame a little bit better, and so it looked nicer in front of the window. And then that plant that we got from that like Caribbean update a while back, I just sized that down because the like palms of that get really big and take up a lot of room, so you like really have to move it away from the wall, otherwise it'll cut through. So I just sized it down. And then I put in a nice long rug because this bedroom is nice and long. It's a pretty boring bedroom. Like I could have put more stuff in there, but I wanted to keep it simple. There's a door to go outside, and I didn't want to block that door. I wanted to give like a nice easy pathway to get out if your sim wanted to. But yeah. Oh yeah, it took me forever. I always struggle to find these fans. I like search fan and nothing comes up. And then I finally found it. I had to like filter with just the base game items and go through like a lot of different things. But I ended up finding them. I put fans in each one of the bedrooms. It just seemed like realistic, I guess, to have all the fans in the bedroom. I mean, realistically, my house has a fan in almost every room, like the living room, the dining room, and each one of the bedrooms and the porch.
Please try again.
Okay. And I don't know if you could hear her or not, but anyways, yeah. But I just felt like fans would be nice in the bedroom, so that's where I put them. And then I don't think two people will be able to sleep in that bed because one side is kind of up against a wall. Again, I haven't play tested this, so I'm not sure. But you can always try and find out and move it if you need to. I just figured it was probably like a teenager's room, so they'll probably just be the only ones sleeping in it anyways. But people play different types of games, so yeah. And then this bathroom was very neutral, so I put those towels in, those like reddish pink towels, just to give it some color. And I don't think I've ever used this bed either from, I think, Seasons? I don't remember. But I thought it was cute, and I like the like the coral and the yellow together. I thought that looked nice. I didn't put any toys in the bedroom. I kept them pretty like clean, not much in them. Just gave each bedroom, well, except for the master bedroom because I figured they have the office, but like the children's bedrooms, I gave them laptops, which I think is like awesome that we have laptops now. I don't know if are they something like, I haven't played this like new stuff pack or game pack yet. Are those like something your sim can put in their inventory and take with them? Like I think tablets they can. That would be really neat if they can. And then this is just the garage. I put in just like the woodworking table, some like one of the, I think it's like food from Dine Out, like pantry shelf, and then like the bunker shelf from the Strangerville game pack that we just got, which has some odd items on it. I think there's like a gas mask and like a rope underneath it. So it's weird items, but I mean, it's not like your sim uses this stuff. I don't think they're able to pull anything off of that shelf. But I kept the backyard pretty simple, just gave like a nice long pool, and I didn't know where to put the grill. I like what I ended up doing for it, but I struggled a little bit because I didn't want to put it right in front of a window. I wanted to keep that grass, and it was looking awkward, but then I just used those city living room dividers and then put it against that, and I think it looks pretty good. I like it. But we are going to be heading into the screenshots soon, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please subscribe for more videos in the future. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks, guys. Bye.